All right, let's get Final Fantasy. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Why? It looks so bad. Why did they make her sprite so big and pixelated? God. Oh, wait. I see some Japanese signature here. Is this a Japanese event too? Ooh. What's going on YouTube? Claykeys here with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius banner review, and this time we're going over the Dark Fina reveal, the Dark Majin Fina, the Bay, whoosh, you know, the Whip Girl. We're going in there, we're going to go and review all these characters, and we're going to tell you if you should pull on this banner or not. So first, let's go ahead and move down. We're going to first review up our boy Elle here. And Elle is a physical damage dealer, some water-based attacks. But overall, Elle only goes up to 5-star, starts at 3-star. Nothing too particularly great about him. Nothing that he does that you really want to just like throw him into your team. He, you know, you want to keep one of every unit normally just in case they do get 6-star upgrades and become amazing later. But overall, Elle's just not the best. His Trust Mastery is called Arsha's Talisman. HP plus 20%, Defense and Spirit plus 10%. Now, this is an upgrade to a lot of the tanking builds that are out there. Like, for example, I'm using Muscle Belt. This is an upgrade to Muscle Belt. However, is it an upgrade that I actually want to go farm out? Probably not for a while at least. There are a lot of better you know, Trust Masteries out there. So, but you may be able to like boost it up and get it really quick if you get a couple of L's, you know, farm them all at the same time and fuse them together. Maybe you can get one of these, you know, Arsha's Talisman. Overall though, Elle himself, he has some like kind of weird tank mechanics to him too. So he's like a physical damage dealing tank that doesn't really have the ability to take. I mean, look at him, he just doesn't have the stats either. So overall, definitely a dud. You don't really want to mess with him too much. Yeah, that's Elle in a nutshell, I think. So Luka is our healer on this banner, and she has a 4-star base going up to 6-star base. And Luka's kind of cool, kind of niche in her own way. Luka has the ability to raise your defense and spirit up. That's her like AoE, you know, buff that she has. On top of the fact that she doesn't have Kuraja like most healers do. She has like the this ability to AoE heals and AoE Asunas, but it's an ability, guys. It's not a magic cast, so it's not like Kuraja. It's more like Tilith. So dual cast isn't going to really work with her when you're trying to AoE heal. Now she does get raised, which is awesome, but remember we're trying to compare her to healers like Tilith and Refia, where Tilith gets out of this world at 6-star, but Refia is out there, so no, she's not as good as Refia. But she does bring some really good things to your party if you don't have a healer yet. Okay, she can also AoE like buff, I think 70% of your water resist, so in a situation where you're fighting a water boss, Luka will become in handy. So overall, Luka as a healer seems okay. She has normal raise, so it's gonna raise somebody up, but they're not gonna go to full life, for example, like Refia has. So again, and she can't even like use the dual cast as well as Refia. So that's what I'm getting at here, guys, that Luka is a healer and a support. She has the ability to raise your defense and spirit, so she's going to make you tankier. She can raise your water resist, which is pretty good. She can do an ability that heals everybody and mass as soon as everyone. But that's an ability, so dual cast isn't going to work with her. But let's talk about her TM and see what that is. Water God's Protection. Boost MP Spirit by 25%, Water Resist by 20%. Now, the MP and Spirit by 25% seem pretty good on a healer, because you need more MP to do more heals, and then the Spirit just allows you to heal for more amounts, and then on top of the fact that it also gives you Magic Resist. But the water resist by 20% is very situational, so I would rate this, you know, TM as being medium to mediocre, as it's just too situational, and there are better ones already out for healers and tanks all overall. But in my opinion, Luka is like, I would say, the third best healer in global right now would be like Refia. Then you'd go down and you would be like Santa Rosalia, I think, and then you would have Luka. I think Luka and Santa Rosalia are fighting for that number 2 spot. So if you don't have a huge healer on your team and you've been waiting, you have people like Lena and Fina still, you could definitely pull for Luka here and be happy about it. Now, let's talk about the new waifu, Majin Fina, or Dark Fina. She's a very, very strong mage, going to be the best mage in the game for a long time coming. I only think that Trance Terra might beat her if, you know, with the letters of arms stacking, that might come into effect, but that'll be a long time down the road. Majin Fina is going to reign supreme for a long time. Majin Fina is a 5-star base going up to 6-star, so it's going to be kind of hard to pull for her, but she does have a great TM and Dark Bond. It's going to boost your magic when you have equipped with a rod or robe, and I think the numbers, let me look at the numbers here, guys. I'm pretty sure it's close to like 80% if you have them both equipped. It's 20 and 30. I'm dumb. It's 50%. I don't know why I thought it was 80. But it's 50% when you have a rod and a robe equipped. Rod is 30% and then the robe is 20%. But anyway, let's move on. Majin Fina is just amazing. She's definitely an upgrade to Exdeath. The only trade-off being that she has a 5-star and Exdeath being a 3-star. Exdeath is more available to free-to-play players or the player base in general. So you might not be able to get this Majin Fina as easily as you do when you have your Exdeath. She has some great abilities. She has Distress, which is going to be random status elements to all enemies. So she's going to be able to just bust people down, hurt them, break them down, put some status elements on them. She also gets dual black magic cast, just like Exdeath, so you don't have to have that. You don't have to have dual cast to put on her, which is pretty cool. She can counter physical attacks with magic damage, which is awesome. She has the same thing that Refia has, you know, Refia and Lunith had, where they have innate resistances to silence, paralyze, and petrify. Those are the 3 things she just resists 100%, so she's not getting touched by any of those, which is really awesome. And this is a magic dealer, okay, who can decrease attack and defense by 40% to all enemies. That's one of her moves. It's called Physical Fall. Decrease attack and defense by 40% to all enemies. She's a breaking unit, guys. She can break. Now, again, it's not full break, but it's actually a, you know, it's on your healer, so it's kind of in a way really awesome. I think it's really cool there. And then she has this move called Dystopia. This is her big, hard-hitting move, okay? Dark magic damage 2.8 times multiplier with consecutive damage increase 1.6 to a max of 3. So you use it, it goes up to a max of 3 to all enemies. So if you keep using this and you keep using it, your damage is going to keep increasing if you use it consecutive turns. This is a 45 mana MP move, dark magic, so it can be, if you use dark magic, it can be, I guess, chained. That is an amazing move. I can definitely see myself maybe against the boss slowly building it up and doing more and more damage. But that's not all that she has, folks. If we move on down, she has Thundaga, Watera, Arealga, Stonga. She doesn't have Blizzaga or Firaga, guys, so that's kind of a but that's alright because she has Ultima. And Ultima, if we're comparing to Exdeath again, is magic damage 2.8 times, and I think Meteor is 2.5 times with ignore defense, or Spirit, excuse me, 25%. So the difference between Ultima and Meteor is that it actually has a 0.3 higher multiplier. So she even has Ultima that's going to help her out. Let's see what her Limit Break is. Dark magic damage with ignore Spirit 50% to all enemies. A pretty strong hitting ability here with the 50% Spirit debuff on there. And so overall, you might even want to use Hell's Judgment at some point. That's what her Limit Burst is called. So again, guys, what makes her better than Exdeath? One, she can equip robes and things like that. Her equipment options are better. Now, she can't use the letter to arm stacking like Exdeath can, but it's still, in the end, I think she can stack up her magic pretty high and even be higher than Exdeath. On top of the fact she can break down your opponent, she can debuff your opponent with the status elements. She has Dystopia, which is just chaining, you know, you can get that so high. If you keep using it, it's just going to build up its damage to a maximum, but it's going to do a lot. And then she also has Ultima, which is actually a stronger Meteor. I think it's a 10 MP cost increase, though. Like, Ultima costs 10 more MP, but who the hell cares? You're casting Ultima, right? So, overall, is Majin Fina worth it? Hell yes. She will be the best mage in the game for a long time coming. So, definitely, guys, if you get her, be excited. She will stay on top again, like I said, until Transtera, and that's just in case, you know, the letter to arm stacking, you know, things like that, you know, that's going to get into some funky, like, math and shit like that later on, but definitely be excited about this waifu. Should you be pulling on this banner? Probably not. Most of you guys out there probably already have a really good healer on your team. You don't need Luka, and then Majin Fina being the 5-star base is going to be rough for you, but remember, she is the best mage of the game, but 5-star bases at a 1% chance are pretty hard. Plus, Ariana Grande is coming, and everybody's saving your tickets for that, right? Right? Nah, I don't know. Orlando is coming. Orlando is coming, and he will be here soon. The problem is I don't know how soon. I thought it was going to be at the end of the month, but Ariana Grande is, you know, making us go side to side, and we don't know when Orlando is coming. So, guys, save your tickets, I think, mostly. I mean, you definitely don't want to use Elle. He has no redeeming qualities whatsoever, in my opinion. Luka's an okay healer, but you probably have better. And then Majin Fina is a freaking pipe dream. So, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel. And if you're pulling for Majin Fina, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later. You know, maybe if we have to fight Leviathan or something, it'd be cool. In advance, we're getting the Water God's Amulet. Defense 15, Spirit 15, Water Resist 20%. Again, more of a defensive accessory. There are better accessories out there, but maybe when you really need that Water Resist, when it really matters, you can have this and pull it out. Now, the Empress Birch. Now, this is a whip.